Moving on, former Deputy President Rigathi Gachagua and Wiper Party leader Kalonzo Musyoka have vowed that the opposition will not be deterred by what they term as intimidation from President William Ruto's administration.
On Tuesday, Gachagua wrote to Inspector General of Police Douglas Kanja, alleging attempts on his life.
However, in a quick rejoinder, the Inspector General Douglas Kanja dismissed the claims, advising Gachagua to engage directly with police officers at various levels if he feels additional security is necessary. As KTN's senior political affairs reporter Daniel Kariuki now reports, the opposition has announced that they will unveil their presidential candidate to challenge William Ruto just a few months before the 2027 general election.
In a letter to Inspector General of Police Douglas Kanja, former Deputy President Rigathi Gachagua has raised concerns over his safety. Gachagua claims his security detail has been withdrawn and that there have been attempts to attack his residence in Nairobi, Nyeri and other locations by persons he says are known to the IG. He stated, and I quote, "You withdrew my security in a clear thought-out scheme and backward conspiracy to make me vulnerable to an organized criminal gang in collaboration with the police." End of quote.
Lakini juzi wametuma watu kanisani kuua sisi ndani kwa PCA. Hapo Mwiki. Na unajua hii watu ni wajeuri, wanadharau watu ya kanisa sana.
In fact, they could have committed murder inside the church. And I'm happy you have written out this message. You have to call everybody to order.
However, IG Kanja has responded. Through a statement, my National Police Service spokesperson Mushiri Nyaga, Kanja reaffirmed the service's commitment to impartiality, constitutional mandate, and the safety of all citizens, irrespective of political affiliations. He says, and I quote, "The service wishes to reaffirm its role in promoting and safeguarding national security for all Kenyans, residents, and visitors." End of quote. Meanwhile, opposition leaders have reiterated their intention to make President William Ruto a one-term president, though they indicated that their presidential flag bearer will be unveiled in due course.
Parliament has been captured. The opposition has been compromised. There is nobody remaining to speak for the people of Kenya unless the Church of Christ does so. Kwa hivyo, wachungaji wetu, you have to step in that role.
When we call the nation to order, that is not politics. That is deep national philosophy of having to hold together no matter the circumstances.
Let the church be given its space. Let the church breathe, because we have some people who are trying to suffocate the church with different things.
Addressing mourners at the burial of the late Reverend Joseph Nzola in Katelembo, Machakos County, opposition leaders challenged the government to stop intimidations directed to political leaders opposed to the Kenya Kwanza leadership.
This is a time for the church. Let's not leave it to our brother Rigiji to be called the truthful man.
Gachagua and other leaders present reaffirmed their commitment to field a single candidate to consolidate support and boost their chances in the next elections, while urging Gen Zs against fielding a separate candidate. Daniel Kariuki, KTN.
President William Ruto has fired